In Memphis, nothing comes easy, and that's exactly how we like it. This is a city built on hustle, on heart, on grit. And at Carway, our rides are built the same way. Tough, reliable, ready for the grind. No games, no gimmicks, just Memphis-style service. Real, honest, and built on trust. Where grit meets grind, you meet your next ride. Carway, grit, grind, and Pink Beetles. In Memphis, we know a thing or two about resilience. From the grindhouse to the Delta, we protect what's ours. But when pests invade your home, it's time to fight back. Grade A Pest knows how to handle what crawls, flies, and bites. With local experience and guaranteed results.
I'm Reggie with Grade A Pest Control. We service the Memphis metro area. That also includes DeSoto and Fayette County as well.
Grade A Pest has the entire Mid-South covered. So if bugs and pests put you to the test, let Grade A solve your problem. Welcome to Tigers Untapped, a Bluff City media podcast. Stepping up to the microphone are your hosts, Trey Lasley and TJ Willis. Now, let's get to the show.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? If you're here, we appreciate you. Episode 158 is live. I mean, I'm surprised we're doing this, TJ.
You're telling me, brother. You were trying to do it without beer. This is a forever problem with you.
I saved it. I don't know what happens. This has been sitting on this end table for 15 minutes. No reason that should have done that.
Well, sorry, my browser frozen.
This should be a
refresh button on me.
A Monster Jam podcast from now on. Timothy,
big Monster Jam room over there.
Still a fun
not really me
drinking this
kiddo
this evening as we come to you live. We didn't even mention this. Coming to you guys live, a special Tigers Untapped being filmed in Antarctica this evening. As we are on day 4 of the aftermath of Fern. It is a warm 8 degrees here at the studio. Feels like 2 at a high of 22 today. No end in sight.
Yeah.
This winter weather.
Well, I mean, we got a Wiseacre Parti color. It's an Italian Pilsner. We've actually done this before, but here's the problem is that I have a beer for Trey and I to do a new one, a special one.
And the city is
wasn't able to get it to him. We both have 4-wheel drive vehicles, but
yeah, we probably could have made it happen. We just didn't.
No sense again.
I don't know how much 4-wheel helps though.
No sense again.
I walked outside today, didn't make a single footprint anywhere because it's just it feels like
you mentioned that.
The ice rink. Have you ever been to the ice rink at the zoo when they do zoo lights?
I've never participated actually.
That's what it's like outside.
I do think if I got a pretty good running start,
you could probably sled to my house.
Sled down the street to your house. I mean, you can. I know for a fact that I could pull Julian and he gets an extra 100 yards.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is.
I don't know what it is. He has mastered the aerodynamics.
I've never experienced sledding conditions at this level. We don't have a hill in our neighborhood to be seen anywhere. And my children have had the best time sledding in our absolutely level yard because I can just slingshot them on this flat bottom sled.
100%.
They just go. They just go forever. They just keep going. It's great.
I'm curious. I'm trying to map it out right now. How far it is from your house to my house. If we were to just throw it on this, throw a cooler on the sled, and I just sling it down the road.
There's a couple turns you'd have to make if we were just like straight down a street.
It essentially is though. Once I just got to get to the other side of Poplar.
Yeah, you got to make that turn at Kimbrough.
Yeah, and it's straight down Kimbrough. That's the one I think like good 6 throws. I could get Julian straight. I could slingshot him all the way down Kimbrough. 6 throws.
Well, we could probably try it tomorrow because I don't think this stuff's going anywhere. Although it is supposed to get closer to above freezing tomorrow and sunny, so this might actually end up melting pretty quick tomorrow.
Yeah. All right. We've actually done Party Color before, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned.
We're re-sipping. We're running out of brews. We're doing a bad job of our brew inventory, so we may have to do some re-sips here and there. But we're re-sipping on Party Color tonight.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Well, we might as well jump into it. Going to be a real bad episode because not a whole lot of football news. The basketball team sucks, and we absolutely failed separation week. 0-2. Felt like it was going to be off to a great start to separation week. You were up 5 with I don't know, 5 or 6 minutes left in the Tulsa game at Tulsa. Had looked decent. Felt like you'd taken Tulsa out of everything they want to do offensively. Had a chance to go up 7. Hassan throws up a wild shot, makes a bad decision defensively. And next thing you know, Tulsa cranks off a 26-4 run, which I can't even fathom.
It's impressive.
Ever at any level of basketball. And they just obliterate you by 17. The best part of that whole game was I was prepared to just give Ashton all sorts of praise. Where were you for the Ashton Hardaway game? I mean, my guy was drilling threes, contested in people's faces, ended up with 18.6 and 9 from the field. And then we lose the game, and afterwards he says he didn't even know that we lost by 17 points.
He didn't know the score.
He didn't know what the score was. As if he didn't even just participate in that basketball game. So I'm like, what the hell? Obviously, I can't fathom that. You've played sport. Like, how do you not know what the score is?
The score, yeah. Especially in basketball. I think it's a little different in basketball, honestly.
I mean, I think there's doesn't make any sense to me.
Everywhere.
You were a pretty vital piece in that game. And you come out and you tell me you don't know what the score was? I mean, we just
Do you think he actually didn't know the score, though?
I think he was I don't think he was lying to me.
I honestly, part of me thinks it's like
with 7 minutes left, we were up 62-7 and had a 73.1% chance to win the game.
I think it's just something you say. I don't think he actually was unaware of the score.
No, I don't think that's something you just say. I believe him. I think he did not know. We lost the lead, and he
lost track of the score
anymore. That's what I think. Talk about booty holes getting tight. Maybe. Holy Toledo. Oh, that one was ugly. Toledo. And then I think everybody and their mother, I was at the watch party. I was supposed to be on Tigers Live, stormed out of there, was not taking part of that. And then I did end up getting on when I got home after I'd settled down a bit. But every time I feel like I'm buying back into this team, they do something to let me down. Penny told us last week this team had turned a corner, and then they come out. And I would say for 75% of the game, I was like, okay, I could see it. Defense is there. They're not playing terrible offensively. Ashton's lighting it up. Maybe this is the Ashton that we've been anticipating the whole year. And then you let that run happen. It's like, all right, how are they going to respond in Wichita? And I think everybody knew probably not very well. This team is not good on the road. They've won one road game all season against Rice, which they barely won. Penny tells you pregame in Wichita, we haven't done a good job of playing Memphis Tiger basketball this season. We're getting back to that today. And then you turn around and you're immediately down 20. I mean, I don't know what the run was, but it was like another 26-4 run. I came out and had a little bit of hope because we started the game 4-0. I'm like, all right, maybe this is it. And then after it was 4-0, it turned into 12-4, and then 19-6. They got it all the way to 29-8. I mean, it's just, I don't know. Absolutely failed separation week. The only separating that happened was us going the incorrect direction. We are now in 7th place in what is a really weak and bad American Conference. I mean, even though we're 4-3, we're still only a game and a half back from everybody.
And you talking about the sky falling.
Yeah, you got a chance on Thursday to get a game back. You play Florida Atlantic at home, and then you turn around, you play Tulane on Sunday, I believe. So, like, that's your only hope. Is the rest of the conference is bad too.
Let me ask you this: how many games has Penny lost where, in one season, where you're losing how many games by 14 plus? Has that happened before?
I'm not sure I'm understanding your question. How many games has he lost before by 14 more or more in one season? Okay. We'll see you later then, TJ. I don't know the answer to that. I'm not sure what happened with TJ. We'll be back in 30 seconds. All right, TJ's having some major technical difficulties. The Google Chrome application that he uses has crashed on him twice. I'm just going to go solo until I don't know if he comes back or not. We'll see. We failed separation week miserably. We just talked about that. Penny told us that this team had turned a corner. And my question is this team actually did we turn a corner in the wrong direction? Are we getting worse? I think we might be getting worse. Ken Palm currently has us an offensive rating of 210. No, sorry. That wasn't this year. That was the other time we were above 200. We have an offensive rating of 221. The worst in the history of our program since Ken Palm's been around. 20 seasons, 221. They love us defensively, 34. So if we could just show up defensively and maybe score a bucket here or there, we could actually be pretty decent. But offensively, this team is atrocious. I think they're getting worse. Penny's, he's basically tried everything he can. Every lineup imaginable. We've played a bajillion different starting lineups. We've tried to go through different guys. Nothing seems to work. I think the team's getting worse. We were hopeful that this roster would be able to win an American Conference that is significantly inferior talent-wise to you, and we are currently sitting in 7th place, so I don't think that's reality. I currently have on the Arizona BYU game, just a high-level basketball game between two top 15 programs. We used to be familiar with those types of matchups. I mean, not long ago, last year even. And it's just it hurts me to sit here and watch Jaden Bradley, who we were this close to getting, 2 years ago? He's just lighting up BYU. I think he's got 19 points. They're up by 15 at BYU. I would kill to have Jaden Bradley on this basketball team right now, which brings me to a question I really wanted to ask Timothy. But since he's not with us, I think I know what his answer would be based on previous discussions with him. But it's if you could add any one former player from Penny's tenure to this team this season, who would it be? I think for me, it's Jalen Duren. He'd be a fifth-year senior, an absolute freaking dominant post player. He would be he'd have to be the front runner for National Player of the Year at this point. This team needs somebody as a leader on the floor and in the locker room, and I think Jalen Duren would fit that, and he would be absolutely the most dominant front court player in the country. And we're missing we need some front court help. Bad. So mine's Jalen Duren. Similarly, I think TJ would also take a forward center in Kevon Davenport. We know how much TJ loves Kevon, so shout out to him. I think that's who TJ would bring back. We're going to take a quick break. TJ may be back. TJ may not be back. But we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll wrap up a little basketball talk, a little bit of football, and then we'll close out tonight's episode. We'll be right back.
In Memphis, nothing comes easy, and that's exactly how we like it. This is a city built on hustle, on heart, on grit. And at Carway, our rides are built the same way. Tough, reliable, ready for the grind. No games, no gimmicks, just Memphis-style service. Real, honest, and built on trust. Where grit meets grind, you meet your next ride. Carway, grit, grind, and Pink Beetles. In Memphis, we know a thing or two about resilience. From the grindhouse to the Delta, we protect what's ours. But when pests invade your home, it's time to fight back. Grade A Pest knows how to handle what crawls, flies, and bites. With local experience and guaranteed results.
I'm Reggie with Grade A Pest Control. We service the Memphis metro area. That also includes DeSoto and Fayette County as well.
Grade A Pest has the entire Mid-South covered. So if bugs and pests put you to the test, let Grade A solve your problem. Memphis Tiger fans, this one matters. Wednesday night, the Tigers take on Tulsa in a game that could shake up the entire top of the American Conference standings. First place is crowded, every win counts. So you should join us for the Bluff City Media Watch Party at Mugshots Grill and Bar in Collierville. Big screens, cold drinks, great food, and Tiger fans taking over the room. High stakes and conference tournament seating on the line, Memphis versus Tulsa. So let's clear up the standings together. See you at Mugshots.
Oh, surprise, surprise. Look who has rejoined us after some technical difficulties. Real quick, Kenny, if you're watching this, we know that you are. We need to get that commercial updated next time. Thank you. The watch party for the Tulsa game has happened. It was very disappointing on the Tigers' behalf. We will have more watch parties coming up, but we'll get those dates out to you later and what games those will be. We'll have a couple more, I think, to end the season. Come out to Mugshots in Collierville. They're a lot of fun. Timothy, we wrapped up. I kind of answered this for you, but you can go ahead and give your answer. I talked about the teams getting worse. Penny said we turned a corner. I think we turned in the wrong direction. We've gone backwards. Our KenPom offensive rating is now 221 in the country. We are 343rd in turnover percentage. We turn the ball over once in every 5 possessions. If you could add any one player, former out of Penny's current tenure, to this team, who would it be? And why is it Kevon Davenport?
I think I'm going to skip on Kevon this time around. Although the bigs could need some help. I'm not gonna lie there.
And that's why I
who would be
went
the
with
best fit with this roster? Go ahead.
Jalen Duren. I feel like your stuff's about to crash.
Yeah, I get that. I think maybe it's not tweaking like it was a second ago. I don't know what's going on. It was a Google Chrome unexpectedly quit on me. Then I got an update saying, "Hey, we're restarting your computer." And I was like, "Wait, normally there's a heads up or a countdown." I guess my wife probably like skipped it earlier or something. But
Yeah, she's
no, I do. I like Jalen Duren. Probably, I like the Jalen Duren. The problem is, I think there's guard play. It's just it could be better. I really do think it could be better. I don't know that adding a Jeremiah Martin fixes this team though. I mean, to not copy you, I will say Jeremiah, just because I don't think you have a guy on this team that can get you a consistent
dude. Yeah, I don't disagree.
Yeah, you just don't have that.
Yeah, I feel like Jalen could be that dude, that post presence. He could get you a bucket, especially as a fifth-year senior, which is what he would be this year at any point, and that frees up Doug to play a little bit more loose, if you will. He doesn't feel so much of the weight of the world on his shoulders. So that's why I'm like, I think Doug would be fine, and then you got Jalen in the post, who it's like you could just feed him at whatever point, and nobody in this league or in the country would stop him. I mean, he would be the consistent national player of the year for sure.
Yeah, I mean, he's crushing the NBA.
Yeah. Really quickly, I've talked about how bad the American Conference is, and we are still in the race. Even though we are in 7th place, I mentioned it, we're only a game and a half back from FAU, who you play at home on Thursday. A win there would go a long way. Hopefully, we get a bit of a crowd because people are so sick of being caught up in their houses that they want to get out and do something. So they hit up FedEx Forum. Hopefully the streets are cleared by then. And then you got another one at home on Sunday, taking Tulane on. You should win that one. It feels like Ron Hunter is on his last leg in New Orleans. I see on X their fans they're campaigning every day to have him fired. But he's also Penny's Achilles heel. So who knows what will happen. We'll probably beat FAU and then turn around to lose to Tulane at home on Sunday. I don't know. With that, we've been keeping track of the American Conference.
Yeah,
if you look at FanDuel today, have you looked at the odds?
No.
Going into separation week last week when we recorded, I think we were second best odds at like plus, I think FAU was plus 180 and we were plus 200. It was something like that. Go ahead and after separation week, give me an educated guess on where you think we're at in the American Conference race odds via FanDuel.
Probably not great. What were we before? Say it again.
We had the second best odds. We were like plus 200 or 220 or something like that. Just behind FAU, who was plus 180, I believe.
I'll make up a number. Plus 2,500. It can't be any. It's got to be bad.
That's not a bad guess at all. By the way, if you guys aren't keeping up with the American Conference standings, FAU did drop a game, I believe, yesterday to South Florida. South Florida is now your favorite in the clubhouse at plus 145 with FAU right behind them at 250. Followed by Tulsa at 270, a real crunch up there at the top. Your Tigers have the 6th best odds. TJ, plus 3,000. Ladies and gentlemen,
Good.
if you are
we higher than Charlotte?
We are.
Give me that.
We are higher than Charlotte. If you're a believer, not
good.
I mean, they are 7th. They're at plus 7,500. But if you're a believer in this Tigers team and an Anthony Hardaway to turn it around and still win this league, that is fantastic odds. You throw a 10 bomb on that, you're getting 300 if we win this league. Problem is you still have some pretty difficult road games to play, and I don't know that we can win You got at UAB, at North Texas, at South Florida, at East Carolina, and at Tulane. You ask me now, I think you win one of those. Just honestly.
Only one?
One of those away games? Yeah. At UAB on a Thursday night at 8 o'clock. I mean, they're going to freaking fill that thing. At North Texas on a Thursday at 8 o'clock. I just don't think that's it. At South Florida. I mean, they're good. They're the conference leaders. At East Carolina is where I'm like, okay, you should win that one.
Texas
but we've lost
bad, though.
Recently. And then at Tulane. I'm just saying, if you ask me today, my money would be on us. If the over-under was set at 1.5 road wins the rest of the way, I would take the under.
East Carolina isn't good. North Texas is bad. I mean, UAB is bad.
I mean, I don't disagree. Wichita State had
I'm
just
with
lost
you,
to
though.
Rice. And then they ran us off the floor. We were never even in it. I mean, Ashton Hardaway doesn't even know what the score of our last 3 games
damn
were.
3.
Plus 3,000. Is that not absurd?
Yeah, I mean,
in 1 week, 2 games, we went from like plus 200 to plus 3,000. You would have bet last week you bet like $10 you'd have won 20. Games. This week you bet $10 you're winning 300. So,
but you look so bad in those games, and there's nothing on the horizon that makes you think that you can
really did. And that's why I think we're getting worse. We looked really bad.
I mean, what was it? 17 points. How much did you lose by again? What was it? I guess I can pull up the score.
You lost to Tulsa by 17, and then you lost to Wichita State by 15.
Wichita by 15, and then you got smacked by FAU, barely squeaked by Rice. I mean, 6 point, whatever you want to think about, barely squeaked by there. I mean, there's just nothing on the horizon that makes you think that this team has what it takes. I mean, and that's not, anything against like just the composition of this roster isn't very good, despite him telling us it's his most talented.
Second most talented he's ever had.
Which is insane. I can only assume that was coach speak and he was trying to hype them up or something. There's no way you can look at this team and tell me they're in your top, where are we at, year 8? Top 7 most talented teams.
I mean, this is...
I'm like not even joking. I honestly think that first year team is better than this one.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I'm like...
Definitely. Anyway, if you are a believer in this team, I would go throw as much as you want down on Memphis plus 3,000 to win this league. Because again, they have the resources and talent to do it. They should do it. So if you believe, get out there. Timothy, not a whole lot of football news. We have gotten a couple more commitments, a couple D-edge guys, one from Syracuse, Dylan Thompson, I think is D'Angelo Thompson, his name, freshman from Syracuse. So we're still hitting the portal hard. We're probably going to get like 15, 20-ish more, I would say. I don't know what we were sitting at. We were like 62 or 63 commits. The big question, though, do we have a defensive coordinator or not? Because the university has not officially announced a defensive coordinator since Seymour left. There were news outlets that were reporting we were hiring or we were in talks to hire. And Oregon State has now hired a new defensive coordinator, but we have not officially announced a defensive coordinator.
I'm so curious about this. Like I was told that he is an employee at the University of Memphis.
Why they haven't announced it,
I do not know why.
Friday, then maybe it's contractual details they're working out. I have no idea. But Friday they even did a follow the coaches Friday, and he's not on there either.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is 2 weeks ago. This news came out. We still haven't officially announced it or anything, which is always weird, I think. I mean, we've seen it with players that say, "Hey, I'm committed to Memphis," and then just the school never puts anything out.
Well,
Always find that so weird.
Funny you mentioned that because the tight end from MTSU has not been announced, although he committed.
Yeah, I saw that, and then they brought over a linebacker
Who's
to play
going to be
tight
playing
end.
tight end? It was the Weber State young man, right?
Is that Weber State? Is that where he's from?
Pretty sure.
Yeah,
That's the
you're
one
right.
you
Yeah,
sent us, right?
that's
Yeah.
what that was. Yeah. It is Weber State. I had to think about it for a second in my head. Yeah, I mean, it's the only tight end left on the roster, right? So right now, I think he's your starting tight end, a former linebacker.
I don't think.
I
I don't think maybe Jerry Cross will come back. I don't think he ended up anywhere.
Well, I was talking about people that are capable of playing football.
Mm. Well, I mean, you need people on there. I don't think that gets enough attention with the portal is how many guys that enter it and don't end up anywhere. And they either have to drop a level or they're done with football.
Yeah.
I saw somebody
a lot
say
of them do
40%.
drop a level, and that's why you never hear anything about it.
Yeah, I saw it was like 40% either have to drop a level or don't. They try to return to their former team, they drop a level, or they're just done with football after they enter the portal. The dark side of the portal.
Crazy.
It's not talked about enough.
There's just not enough roster spots, man. And
maybe there should be like
coaching turnover. That's a rough.
It should be like a portal team for all the kids that don't portal university. All the kids that don't end up somewhere, they all just get put on a team together at the end of the year. It could be like that Bishop. What was that school? The made up school.
I almost said Bishop Burns.
Yeah, I almost said that too, but that's not what it was. Bishop, wasn't it?
I know Shamat.
Whatever.
I think so.
We like an all-star America team. The portal.
Jonathan Harding is still on the roster. Give it that. I don't know, dude. This the thing is, a coaching staff comes in and they just tell people like, "Hey, you're better off if you just go searching," right? And then some guys are like, "I don't know what my certainty is. My coach is gone. The guy that recruited me is gone. I'm going to hit the portal." And it's like, fantastic. Your best landing spot is respectfully North Alabama at this point. And then dudes are just like, you know what? I'm going to go to Mount Union. And you just never see or hear from them again. Good program, Mount Union, but not one that's well talked about. So it's a lot of stuff like that.
Wow, we have a have you been to Go Tigers Go recently?
I don't think so.
We have a 2026 roster up.
Is full of what?
It's
25
all
people?
of
26 people?
Well, it's everybody that stayed. None of the new guys are on here yet, but everybody that stayed is on here.
Interesting.
Which I am curious how they decided that with like Bryce, Keondae Henry, and Brady Cruz being the wide receivers that stayed. Grant Troutman staying.
Well, shit, Trey.
Raheem Hutchins. What?
This is home. He's not leaving.
I know. I'm just.
No, I think a lot of that stuff is the new staff comes in and says, you know, we believe in you as a player. We'd love to have you stick around, kind of thing. But if you test the portal, I get it. And I think some of these guys probably either going to lose some credits if they transfer. Some of that plays into it as well. So my hope is that they talk to Brady Clues, they talk to Keondae Henry, Ra. I think he stuck around.
Yeah, he did. He's
Ra Hutchins, he stuck around.
Mm-hmm.
They talked to him and said, "Hey, we believe in you guys. You know, we'd love to have you back. We have a vision for you with this coming up season and years forward." And maybe they just wrote it out. They didn't want to leave, man.
By the way, I didn't mean Jerry Cross. I meant Christian Ross. I don't think he ended up anywhere. Can we get him back?
If he wants to come back, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I think that's dependent on if the new staff even wants him, you know? That's a good question. I don't think I actually ever followed up with.
Yeah.
I don't think Jerry Cross came back.
Just has him entering. He's not ended up anywhere. Interesting.
Yeah.
The only other thing was the football team did release this video. I wish Kenny was on here because he could play it. It's time to close the gap. The video of Huff basically talking about his culture and what it means, what they're going to do, and what it means to close the gap here. And it got me so freaking fired up watching that clip, man. I wanted to run through a brick wall for Charles Huff. I'm so ready for some football. You know, that's the downside of basketball to football is there's such a freaking long layover that if the basketball team sucks, you have such a long wait for football. Whereas the reverse, if the football team sucks, basketball starts before football's even over. So you kind of get right into it. But this way, it's just like we got the whole freaking spring and summer to get through. I wish we could play a football game this Saturday.
Yeah, I was about to say the worst part is when the basketball team sucks, right? You don't have any of that cushion, right? You have nothing to like ease your mind. You know, you're like focusing like, damn, we look good. We could be we can win this conference. We'll be a 12 seed probably at this point. You don't have anything sitting in the back of your mind like that.
Yeah.
It's just like we may get invited to the NIT.
We will not go. When we turned it down last time, there's no way they would go.
I don't know. Like he's already won it. He doesn't need to prove himself anymore.
Well, and it just this day and age when you're freaking turning your roster over every year, it doesn't even make sense. Like it made sense when you were bringing everybody back and like some to build on, get them accustomed to playing the postseason, a tournament environment, build on that. But like now, I mean, I know some people. I don't know that I hate to rebuild the entire team. I don't know that I want another freaking player from this team back. We may just have to do a full rebuild again.
Shocker. No, I would take some guys back. I think you could build
I'm just
around.
like I don't know. Every one of them they've just been they're just part of losing historically
culture.
Yeah. Like give me
Yeah.
just clear it all out. I need a whole new staff. I need some coaches that should be on that sideline. I need some new players. It needs to feel like what Huff Daddy just did on the football side. Like just clear house, get rid of everybody.
Well, I mean, I think they're going to do that anyway. He does it every other year. I mean, it's not like we typically are bringing much back. Not really any change there.
Oh my goodness.
I'd take Tedford back though. I feel like he's made of glass, but I'd take him back. Like
I don't know what has happened in this Arizona BYU game, but Arizona was up by 15 with like 4 minutes left. They were just up by 4 with like 20 seconds left, and now BYU's only down 1 with 12 seconds left, and they have the ball. This is insane. All right. Re-sipping Wiseacre's Party Color, a great brew. We've done it before. I don't think we need to re-rate it, do we?
I don't think so. I mean, it hasn't changed for me. I don't even remember what I rated it. It's still weird can. I like dogs.
I like the can. I love the dogs in there. I'm a big dog guy, so it gets me, you know?
I just don't know what I'm looking at.
It's a great Italian-style Pilsner. Real good brew. Yeah, I don't know what kind of dogs those are. What's an Italian dog?
Weimaraner, maybe?
That might be it.
I don't know.
With their bandanas. Anyway, I don't know. Come back next week. Maybe the Ticks can go 2-0. We'll feel better about it. We'll place our $10 plus 3,000 bets, and then we'll see what it is next week after we go 2-0 this week. Hopefully the ice clears up. We can actually get out about our normal lives. It feels like that's never happened again. I've been stuck at home since Friday night. And we'll have a brand new beer next week because I will make sure that tomorrow Timothy Willis sleds it to me across Poplar. So we'll have a new beer. You guys come back next week. Come with the cold beer. Stay for the hot takes. We out.
If you enjoyed this episode of Tigers Untapped, leave a rating and a review wherever you download your podcasts. Like and subscribe at Bluff City Media's YouTube page.